later on, we got Lionel going in to see the king. He's like, look, I can't serve you as hand no more. Like I can't do it. Um, and he's like, well, why? He's like, well, because shit's going down, and it's like, yo, there's a shadow over my house, and blah blah blah. And he was like, well, what is this shadow? And Elsa comes like, yeah, what is that shadow? Hmm? Hmm?
Like,
In the
sit your
background,
eager ass down.
exactly. Like, yo, chill out.
She want to scream it at the top of her lungs. Do you know like the gif of Angelica's mom from Rugrats where she's screaming when Angelica says the bad word?
No.
No.
Oh, I'll have to find it. But that's what she reminds me
Must
of.
have been one of them later episodes that we didn't see, Matt.
Probably.
Like
I
No, it
fell
was
off after Dill was born.
oh, this is before that. It was like an episode where I think Angelica was at something for school and she had said a bad word. Um which I think had the mom kind of realign, like rethink like
yeah,
how much attention she was giving her.
I think that episode is post Dill though, because I like all the
It,
episodes before Dill. I definitely basically have those memorized.
it feels so
Oh,
old.
It is so old because we're so fucking old. We're not
No.
Viserys old, but we're pretty fucking old at this point.
let's see.
If
Hold
you
on, we
say so.
gotta.
Got what?
Okay. Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Oh, right, right. You know what? That's not post Dill. That's right. I remember exactly what it was now. Because she was like, what does Miss Whatever think of her kids? And she's like, she thinks they're all little. Yeah.
Hold on, I got you
We
right there.
never find out what the word is, but yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
For you, Matt, this is for you. Now that I'm starting
I,
to learn how
I
to do
love
this.
things for me. Oh,
That that's how
okay.
I picture what Allison wants to do at all
Mhm.
times.
But yeah, no, he punks the fuck out. He doesn't do it. He doesn't say those grandkids aren't Valerian grandkids. He's just like, I can't say.
He's want her to shut up about it.
And so she was like, well then Viserys was like, well then I'm not accepting your resignation.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see.
I had to look up the history of Harrenhal too because they made them take. Also, see, so I was under the impression that the strong that was knocking up Ray was the fragile little strong boy from the last episode that was talking to the queen, and then I found out that apparently he had another brother, and that's the one that's been fucking Ray, and he's still around. And he's still kind of a little bitch. We'll get into that here in a second.
Yeah,
But
he
I had to
was
go
the
look up.
older one. He was the one that Viserys thought that Lionel was gonna say should marry Ray Ray.
Oh, go look at that! Look how that worked out. Maybe you should have.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I had to look up the history of Harrenhal because I know I do it from Game of Thrones, and I'm like, who was the Lord of Harrenhal? And apparently, it was fucking everybody. Harrenhal got passed around more than
Yeah,
fucking.
apparently because it's cursed, and so every time somebody was ruling over it, something bad happened to him.
Yeah, the last one being Littlefinger.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, thank you.
1 second.
Bolton's ran that shit for a little while. Robb Stark ran it. He died. Lannisters had it for a minute.
Hold on, I'm doing Rugrats research now because it's driving me nuts. Hold on. So that was season 5. So hold on.
So
yeah, you can keep going for right now. I have to figure this out.
they send this motherfucker to Harrenhal, and then we find out that the other brother is still a shady little bitch, and he's like having dinner, like he's her little like whisper keeper. What the fuck was dude's name from little bald fucking dude with no dick from
I
the
know
first
exactly
season?
who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. And it starts with a V.
Is it Viserys?
No, that's
No. It's Varys.
Varys, yes.
Yeah, Varys.
He's basically Varys to the queen.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh yeah, I've been hearing some shit, but I heard you got some news for me. And she's like, yeah, your brother and your dad, they're fucking gone. They're going back to Harrenhal. And my husband, never got the word because your dad didn't nut up. He's like, oh, all right, well. She's like, what are you gonna do about it? Well, nobody's on my side, And he's like, well, don't tell me your dad would have been impartial. No, but he would have been partial to me. Nobody's on my side. So he's like, I'm gonna go get some rapists and some murderers and just some sick fucks who are all sentenced to death, cut their tongues out, and send them on a mission so they can't say what the fuck's going on. They can't be interrogated if they get caught. The queen had no idea that this was his plan.
Yeah, he was just acting on his own there.
Patricide, which is also very relevant on Creation World these days.
Dill was also introduced in season 5 because he was mentioned in the episode Family Tree.
Yeah, I saw that, but I couldn't figure out which season Family Tree was on. Okay, there we go.
5.
So
same season.
Okay. So yeah, it was part of that same season. Which is why it was so fuzzy to me. I'm okay now. We can move on.
Did I